Hey students, it's Mary Jordan, your librarian here at SCTCC, and today we are going to talk about an issue that a lot of students have, fear in public speaking. I get it. I mean, I'm sitting by myself here in the office. It's pretty easy for me to do this, but in your classes, you're going to need to do some public speaking, and for the rest of your life, occasionally you're going to need to do some public speaking. So let's build a few skills so that you feel confident there. All right, sharing my screen here, and we are starting on Harvard's Professional and Executive Development page. I will have this linked down below so you can just click on the link, but just quickly, I'm not too quickly, I know it makes people dizzy to go through this rapidly, I guess. We're going to walk through just a few of their ideas, and basically everyone starts with the idea that being nervous is normal. I, yeah, I read a long time ago. George Burns, famous actor from a long time ago, said that every single time that he performed, he was always had stage fright. And if you don't, you're doing it wrong. I'm like, yeah, no, that makes sense. I do a lot of public speaking. I've done a lot of public speaking in my life. And yeah, it's good to be a little bit nervous. Organize your material. Now, I've heard people suggest that you shouldn't use more than twice the amount of time you're going to present to put your presentation together. I'm actually giving a presentation in a few days, and I just used an absurd amount of time to put it together. But I actually think I'm going to be able to use my material again a few more times. So it was worth it to go ahead and just let myself do it, let myself take a little extra time. But for the most part, have a little plan, have a little outline. How are you going to open? How are you going to close? What are your main points in the middle? Don't just wander. Nobody likes when you just wander. So, yeah, organize. Let your personality come through. I like this. You don't want to try and sound like, oh, I'm some extremely stiff, very academic person. That's great to be an academic person. That's not a problem, but sound like you. You always, whether you're writing or you're giving a presentation, you always want to sound like you. And now sometimes I tell my students, I'm like, you want to sound like the dressed up, my grandma's coming over kind of version of you. Maybe not the version of you that hangs out with your friends on Saturday, but you know, still you. Tell stories, that's nice. I mean, don't get out of control with it. Again, kind of keep this in check. Definitely do not read. I have been to classes and to conference presentations and just too many things where people read. Never do that. And that includes do not read your PowerPoint slides. I can read while I'm just sitting and watching people give presentations. I can read faster than they can say the words out loud, and now I am going bananas out in the audience. So don't do that. Make hand gestures if you want to. I wave my hands a lot when I'm talking, but I think it's good. So, I mean, try to have dynamic, but I mean, just settle for being good, I think. Use your audio visuals wisely. PowerPoint slides if you're going to use them. And I mean, because you've been to class, as soon as the instructor turns on the PowerPoint presentations, everyone just glazes over and just lets things wash past them because it no longer matters. The PowerPoint has happened. It's okay to use PowerPoint slides, but the general rule that I've always heard from folks is 5 words or fewer. So remember, you're not reading it. You're supposed to just be giving like a little visual that you're going to talk about. That will help to engage your audience and to help keep them moving forward. All right, so Purdue also has a few, 11 more tips. Write it out. And now they emphasize it's an outline. Do not write word for word. I mean, I've already said it. It sounds terrible. Start strong. I mean, I guess. Uh, I find that to be kind of pressuring. But, if you can be brave about this, this is I'm going to tell you a secret. This is a teacher's secret. When teachers ask you a question and then they just stop and let that silence sit there. Ah, it's so painful for people. They'll talk just to make the pain stop. So if you can just sit there and be quiet for a minute, maybe that's a good way to go. I don't know. I haven't tried it myself, but you try it. See how it goes. Be yourself. Practice, definitely. Dress for success. I don't think you can't fully see what I'm wearing today, but it's always jeans, t-shirt, and then my librarian cardigan. But when I go to conferences, I'm a little dressier than this. When I go to classes, maybe I'm a little more dressed down. You want to you want people to think that you know what you're talking about. Prepare for the worst. Yeah, I really like this because I said I go to a lot of conferences, I give a lot of presentations. Do you know how many times I have shown up and they were like, "Don't bring your computer. We have a computer." And then they don't. Or, "Yeah, everybody has to bring your computer. We only have an adapter for Macs." And the majority of the world who does not use Macs, who cares about you? Or all of these have genuinely happened to me. Stop by the library. I will tell you in detail. One of my early conferences, I got there and they were like, so the Wi-Fi is out. The electricity went out earlier today. There's no Wi-Fi. There's no computer. I hope you came prepared. As it happens, luckily, I had been giving another presentation the day before, and I had a big, uh, I don't know, big, huge pieces of paper that had sticky notes all over them, and I had markers in the back seat, and so I was able to run back out to my car and make some flip charts. That doesn't usually happen. So just be prepared for everything, especially anything technology, to absolutely go wrong. I do like to walk in the room beforehand and just kind of get a feel for it. Also, because again, when you're in hotels and sometimes in classrooms, but definitely if you are at a hotel giving a presentation at a conference or a meeting or something, it's always going to be wrong. Always wrong. Get the audience invested. Yes. Do not just stand there and monologue. Ask questions before you give a statistic or something. Okay, how many people think that the library should be better funded? Hands up? Yes. Okay, great. Me too. Let's talk about that for a minute. Or ask people to shout out answers. And I mean, not everybody will, and that's fine. You probably don't want the whole audience to shout out answers, but yeah, it makes a difference. Look at people, especially, I mean, there is always some doofus, and this applies to class as well as to any kind of presentation. There's some doofus sitting off to the side who's completely ignoring you and just looking at their phone. Ignore that person. Who cares about them? There's somebody who's paying attention to you and like smiling and nodding. Talk to them. And another video or another resource here that I'll have for you. And again, it's down here just below this video. Just some public speaking tips for students. It is hard. I mean, there's no question. This can be something really difficult. And I mean, I'm blabby, so I confess that I'm really confident with this now. But in my youth, I was very, 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 very shy and tended to kind of whisper my presentations. And how annoying is that for everyone else? So I'm just kind of letting this scroll by here. Just a few basic ideas, mostly things that we have talked about before. But that idea of one message, it's like writing a paper. You can't write a paper about the entire world of biology. You have to narrow that. You have to focus. You have to make it interesting. And just prepare, kind of walk around a little bit. And honestly, it's like anything. The more you do it, the more you realize, I mean, it's fine. I've got this. And I mean, don't throw up on yourself. Basically, anything after that is a win. Um, I mean, and even if you did, well, whatever. Now you're a cool story that everybody gets to talk about. It's you're not actually going to die. And I know, especially if you are a person who experiences anxiety, it can feel that way. But just remember, man, I'm with you. I'm there for you. I get it. If it helps you to visualize having a librarian in your corner, I mean, your instructor is rooting for you. a solid chunk of the audience, I mean, they want you to do well. I mean, at the very least, they want you to do well because they want to have a good time too. People generally are rooting for you. So take comfort that you can in that. All right, now, of course, here we are on the library page because the library is the best place on campus. I just put in the very simple search here. It's not even interesting of public speaking. We have 64,513 results. Neat, cool. Here's a book, here's a book, here's a book in paper. Oh, all right. Well, see, I like that. So what if you do want just paper resources because you're here in the library, or you're going to be here later this week? Swing over here to the left side of the page, click Held by Library. Click. That's the magic happening. The magic's happening. All right, we have 39 paper resources here in the library. I have a display set up right outside my office here. You can stop by and grab some of these specific books off that display. Whatever you need, we're going to be available for you, okay? This is really doable. And it's easy to kind of let yourself get freaked out about giving presentations, but I mean, it's in the end, you're just talking to people and you're just giving ideas. So figure out how to make it the best opportunity you can for yourself and just remind yourself you're telling people about something that hopefully you're interested in too. If you're not interested, why are you doing this? Why are you talking about this? Come talk to me. I will help you put together your resources. I'll help you put together an outline. I mean, I'll probably even let you practice your speech on me. So stop by the library. If you can't make it in person, obviously I Zoom. That's what we're doing right now. And I will be thrilled to talk with you. All right. I will see you next time. Bye bye.